Hey guys, what be up? Let's see, how are y'all doing? Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if the background music is too low, or rather too high. Let me see. Hello, Takeo, Andrew Parker. Oh, hey, Andrew. Jeff, Mauricio, Esperanza, Ghost Dog. Lisa again. Give it just a few more minutes here. But yeah, due to the weather, I'm kind of shut in. Change of plans. My cats are tearing up my house. Wonderful. Hopefully the quality's a little bit better. I do not know how to fix the flickering just yet. But I found out I was streaming in 1920 1080 res and it kept choking up my graphics or whatnot. I mean, it still struggles a little bit, but I kicked down the resolution a lot, even went through, so hopefully it's a little bit better tonight. We have stream health of yellow, so which is good. Very, very good. Let's see, Andrew Hayes said it was a special gift from them and they left. That making me wait so long. I told them I could care less and I was thankful. Oh. Yeah. The family members that you're able to hold on to, go ahead and do so. I mean, I tell you what, it's hard to hold on to family nowadays. I mean, it really is. There's so much stuff that could happen. I mean, like I've said, I don't talk to most of mine, and I don't know, I'm at the point where I don't want to deal with a lot of crap anymore. Let's see. Sorry if I sound negative, but our car is not working, so I'm home all the time and I can't get to the doctor about some medical issues that are going on. Yeah, car problems are the worst. I used to have a clunker that broke down, or rather something break on it, and a new problem would always arise. Now, thankfully it wasn't a lemon, but I actually lost the car a few months back, or actually had to junk it because it finally broke down to a point to where we couldn't pour any more money into it. So, car problems are not fun, and depending on the year of the car, what type of the car you have, the smallest thing that breaks could be the biggest repair you've ever had. Thankfully, with the older ones, this is not the case. The newer ones, I'd be scared to have a breakdown on them, especially with all the software and computer crap in it. Some of these cars try to drive for you, and anyway, it is 11:21 p.m. Central, my time, and I think this is about as good as it's gonna get. Okay, so, for tonight's subject, retail, I don't like it. I can do just fine in it, but God, depending on the employer, it can be a real soul sucker. I actually just put in my 2 weeks at my job tonight, excuse me, simply because I just, you know, the situation here at home has changed to where I need the weekends off, and it's one of those employers that they must have your weekend or open availability on the weekends, and they established this stupid rule 1 year after I had already started working there, and I had one manager try to push this with me, and oh, so I swear retail has gotten worse over the years. They treat their employees like shit. They don't care. They actually, my particular employer actually just moved to a really shitty business model. It is Ghost Dog. Oh, so you're in Eastern Time. Eastern Time is an hour ahead. yeah, they moved to a new business model to where certain departments get the extra hours, and it's not doing anyone any favors considering how these departments are usually dead and they're about ready to die out. We're coming on the holiday season and the store pretty much dies. And something I've noticed about the store since the new manager took over about a year ago, business has gone down. This time of the year we have particular items on sale that would usually be going out the door like hotcakes. There is barely anybody around for these damn items, as there was my first year. So I don't know if it's the state. Granted, more jobs have come back to the state because of Trump's tariffs or whatnot. I had a 500 job opening factory here in Granite, Illinois. That's not where I live, it's close by, but oh, people are leaving. Well, oh well. But anyway, I'll open Discord here for people if they want to come in here in the next few. I'm sure this will be a lot more fun with others in here, not just hearing me babble for 2 hours. But yeah, I don't mind retail, but that particular job market, I think, is dying. It's simply because of the way that corporations are going. They want to have more work done with less people and less pay, which is not realistic. So, like I said, with the new business model at my particular job, it's axed a lot of hours, and it's actually people are leaving. Quite a few people have left in the past few months over bullshit. Either they got promised a position and it was taken away due to the new business model or some other crap. It's so annoying. Andrew, yeah, I can't drive, and with back problems, I can't climb into trucks, and it's painful. My nephew, 8 years old, saw that I am in pain. I do not know how kids sense these things. Have been hurting severely. Well, I'm sorry. With back pain, it's very hard to climb around, hoist yourself, bend over, and kids have a pretty good idea of what's going on, or they can sense when something's wrong. That's why they tell you with parenting, do not fight in front of your kids. That's one of the biggest things that you are here. But hopefully your back starts to feel better there. I know I have some pain in the small of my back, and I don't know if it's because of old injury. I was dumb enough one winter day, and thought I'd be cool and bike out on the ice. This did not end well. I ended up flat on my back, and husband at the car. Yeah, I was in pain for weeks. Wasn't able to go to a doctor because I was waiting for insurance to kick in, and by the time that it finally did, or I got a notification, pain went away, but I don't know. Now I'm having all sorts of issues. Pinched my back at my job, or pinched a nerve in my back at my job a month or so ago, and I just got told to do stretches and over-the-counter meds, and I was like, well, can you look at it? But anyway, I don't know. Probably it'd be a lot more fun to bring people on and share their horror stories with retail. I know I've worked for some very shitty managers. I actually have one installed at my job right now to where he thinks that his reputation is the most important fucking thing in the store. Like, no kidding. Like, we get in trouble, and it's like, oh, you made so-and-so look bad. I don't give a fuck. You're not the image of the store. I don't give a damn about your reputation, dude. Ghost Dog. I worked for retail for a major company for 14 years, trust me. Yeah, you know, the longest I have survived at any retail place, it's going to be over 2 years. So that is my longest span. It's not a job I really want to keep, but at the same time, you know, I don't want to say I can work anywhere because that's not true. I'm very picky about stuff, but at the same time, I can do dirty work. It's just when you have corporations who want to suck away certain days, and God forbid, or corp forbid, you need those days because shit will happen, and no. But yeah, as I was going back to the manager, one of the managers I have, his reputation is important. It doesn't matter. Anytime something happens, whether you get in trouble, written up, whatever, it's, oh, you made so-and-so look bad. And it's just, so, I've worked in the past for managers who try to get the employees to boost their image, boost the manager's image, only for the store to go to shit. Well, surprise, this store has gone down in business over the past 2 years. They've installed other stupid stuff, and it's actually chased people out. People have left. So, when they installed, excuse me, they installed the rule about the weekends over a year ago, it caused quite a few associates to leave, go elsewhere, and then over these past months, because of this business model, people have also left. I know of one particular one who was trained for a position for a full month or so, only to be told, psych, you're not gonna get it. They left. They're gone. I know other people who are trying to get out, but can't find other jobs with enough hours. So, and I'm not going to be fighting my employer over something very personal, the weekend that I very much need. It's not going to happen. And what's really sad about it too is I can't even open my, hours, my availability, because my schedule is in freaking gridlock. I was grandfathered in, with this new rule, because I told the previous manager, like, no, you hired me knowing full well, me and my husband have one car, so, and that's how I got hired in, so I work afternoons to closing, and they knew that to try to get me to switch it the first time, and it's just like, no, and now I can't even move anything around. But anyway, retail's not all bad, but if you find your foot in the door and you get a good position, as I know quite a few people have, then you're pretty much set. But for the rest of us who don't get that opportunity or get that pleasure, it's just constantly moving around from one shithole to the next. I mean, it really is. Do I find the place to be bad overall? Yeah, no, and that is true, Ghost Dog. It's a job. And for the most part, I enjoy the job, but it's for the past week or so, things are just really starting to get really freaking stupid. Any fans of HAPA supremacy? I'm not sure what that is. Are you trying? No, I don't think you're trying to reference freight supremacy. Let's see. August 2nd, when I had my dental surgery, they removed 5 teeth and they didn't numb my mouth. But the back pain was way worse than the surgery pain. Was nothing compared to my back pain. Well, that's kind of weird that they didn't numb your mouth. Or they did, and the numbing agent didn't work. I've never heard of a dental place that does not numb your mouth before they remove teeth. Even when my husband got his tooth pulled, they didn't have to cut into the gum or anything. They numbed his mouth. So that's kind of weird that they didn't. But anyway, as I was saying, retail's not all that bad, but it's just, you learn very fast how shitty of a company it could possibly be. A couple based YouTubers who are anti-SJWs. Oh no, I haven't. I haven't seen their stuff or even heard of them. I don't dabble around in the anti-SJW too much, simply because it's the same thing over and over, and that's nothing to the creators, that's just, well, they're making this argument again because the same stupidity is coming up again. So I don't make very much anti-feminist or anti-SJW videos very much myself, because it's the same shit over and over. I'm sure they are very entertaining. Check my Discord here. I don't know if people are in. Nope. Okay. Get! I have a cat trying to nose her face in my drink. But, anyway, I'm trying to figure out So, yeah, like, this was spur of the moment, or not really planned. I had other plans tonight, but the weather kind of killed that. So, I'm here. And I put in my 2 weeks, so I thought I'd talk about that. In order for me to take calls, if people want to come in and join, they're gonna have to go through Discord. We could try Google Hangouts, but I don't know how forgiving it's going to be. Stream health is on red again. Yeah. Do you guys like the tune? I changed it up. I had a Moonlight Sonata. Speaking of which, something to keep an eye out for on your YouTube channels, because this happened to me the other day, and with YouTube, if you go to Create Videos or Creator Studio, YouTube has a big YouTube music library that you can use music for free. You can make money off of them, and a lot of them have credits requirements. You have to put the credit in the description. Some of them don't. My stream had a copyright dispute on it due to the royalty-free music that I used on said stream, which was Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven, and I had some freaking studio try to claim it, and try to share the ad revenue. It's not like I really make anything on here. Share the ad revenue, and it's just like, no, this is from YouTube's library. Why the hell are you trying to claim it? Get the fuck out of here. To my knowledge, that should be... I'm actually going to check this right now. That should be disputed. So I'd be careful if you use the royalty-free music. There are studios who apparently will try to claim it for whatever frickin' reason. They said a small piece matched. Oh nope, it's still in progress. Good grief, I frickin' hate YouTube sometimes. Let's see. Andrew Parker, he said he wasn't going to numb my mouth. I wish they would. They're supposed to numb your mouth. Next time, don't let them stick their tools in your mouth. Bite them. No, don't seriously bite them. But no, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me why dentists would refuse to numb your mouth unless you have a medical issue with the numbing agent. Depends on how they do it. Some dentists still use Novocaine, which will actually freeze half your face. I've had that done to me. That is not fun. I didn't even know anything about Novocaine until trade school, so... because the dentist I was going to at the time used Novocaine, and I was not used to half my face freezing. So, I had Numbwear off while getting my tooth filled. Oh, crap. Yeah, no, I've had that happen too, where they were drilling and they didn't use enough numbing agent in my mouth, or what they were using sucked. I've never really had an issue when it comes to the numbing agents used by dentists. But that particular, I don't know if they didn't leave it in long enough, but yeah, I could feel them drilling. It was not fun. Should create maybe a instant invite here. Beat it. Invites. Great one. Okay, so, if anybody wants to come into Discord and talk, there's, the link I just posted is an instant invite to my main hall. If you want to come on and talk, you can go into the open hall, voice chat. So, I know there are other streams going on, so I'm sure those are more interesting. But yeah, if we get some people in here, that'd probably be fun. But, yeah, so I don't try to be a pain in the ass at work. I really don't. but there's certain things I've been taught ever since my first job how to stand up for myself when it comes to my employers. I've actually had to battle one of my employers for unemployment benefits, and because the reason I got fired over there was invalid, and I was able to prove my case, and I had that manager try to play dumb with the judge, and it's just like, oh my god. Any question that this manager was asked, dude couldn't answer. Kept saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And the way, I'm not going to say what state it was, but when you file unemployment benefits and the employer disputes it, the case goes to court. Now, it's not an actual courtroom, but it's like a phone call or whatnot, and you have 2 to 3 weeks to gather any evidence, paperwork, statements, letters, what have you. But the catch is the people who make statements or letters on your behalf have to be there. Well, all mine kind of flakes when I tossed out any statements or letters I had from coworkers, which didn't really matter in the end. But anyway, so this manager had the paperwork for 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to go over everything, get my old file together, and he didn't do any of that. I wasn't the only employee he had to deal with unemployment benefits court either. There was another one before me that purposely got fired. He was removed from his position, and then he was put into departments that he didn't usually work in, and he got fired for not smiling at the customer. Oh, yep. I keep seeing that number go up and down. Discord, blah, 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 blah. I guess no one wants to come and talk, but yeah. Maybe we should wait for a few more people. Are you guys doing anything crazy this weekend? I know the Snatchcast is going on right now. I know, was it the kill stream is maybe going on right now? Oh, 4 people dropped. Cool. Thomas Ellington is going on right now too. Doggone, I picked one hell of a time to do this crap. And then something too about retail, which really sucks, is something I've noticed with my jobs, is my 2 employers, it depends on what they sell to. Nope, what, Mariso? What do you say nope to? But anyway, it depends on the products they sell. One of my employers that I worked at kept buying cheap shit, and it was stuff that people were not interested in, or they were knockoffs. Like literally, there's a knockoff brand of iPod, an iPod Nano. It's called Eclipse, and what's really sad about this freaking thing is it's one of the models is made to look like an iPod Nano, and it even has, when you go to plug in your actual iPod, you have that little plug-in screen. This stupid thing mimics that damn screen. Those things would crap out. I actually bought one for my husband thinking it was going to be cheaper. Oh, nothing crazy this weekend. Yeah, quiet weekends are sometimes the best. I don't have nothing too crazy planned myself, but I do have to go out and do something tomorrow. But anyway, this brand, this Eclipse, I bought one for my husband thinking it'd be cheaper, and no, the stupid thing died out within 2 weeks. So when I started working at this particular store, I had customers that would try to buy it. I would steer them clear of it. We had these stupid things called Nakamichis headphones. Went on customer reviews like Amazon, eBay, and that sort of thing. Everybody kept complaining how they'd pinch your ears, and they were just awful for sound, especially gaming, and people kept buying the damn things. Or, excuse me, my manager kept buying the stupid things. He bought like a truckload of these things for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and during the console wars, you guys remember with Xbox and Sony, with the PS4 and Xbox One, I was working at this particular store at that time during the Great Console War, and we didn't have a fucking thing by either Microsoft or Sony. We didn't have jack shit. This store was so freaking outdated. It was supposed to be current too, I believe, but we didn't have any iPod, nothing by Skull Candy. We had no name brands when it came to accessories or whatnot. Now, they did sell Samsung, they had LG, and I was in the electronic department, and but even then, that was a pain in the ass. Let's see, I'm going to have teeth implants this spring. I went from 200 pounds to probably 185 or more. Felt depressed, sorry. It was me trying to write despite playing video games. I felt lonely and... is that supposed to be a warn? No, I understand. You're fine. It's okay, I'm not doing very much either, so that's why I'm doing this. But yeah. So they had brands of like TVs and stuff, but that's about it. My particular department, we didn't have anything game related. We didn't have any Turtle Beach headsets. You'd think we'd be trying to get products in. I mean, the store was so outdated. You guys remember the old computers that had the black screen and green text? Remember those things? This store still had those. Like, I'm not even kidding. The old IBM computers. And it's just like, oh my god, this is so bad. Try to talk to the manager that no one was really buying this stuff and that there was a console war going on, that they needed to get more stuff in there. They didn't listen to me. I actually had a coworker who had been there for 10 years, and I considered them a supervisor even though they quote-unquote weren't. But we were talking, we had many talks about what was going on at the store, and it had turned into a ghost town, and he goes, this is the worst I've ever seen this place. So, and even during like football season, for anybody who's worked in an electronic section during football season, people are coming in and buying sound bars, they're buying flat screens, they're buying mounting equipment for their flat screens, they're buying entertainment centers. So we had nobody buying these freaking things. We even had, we were selling the 4K TVs, and for those of you who don't really know what 4K means on a television, when you have a picture, like your usual picture that you're looking at, flat screens, plasma, LED, or even the old LCDs, it has 3 colors, red, green, and blue. When you see a 4K TV, there's a 4th color, which is yellow. It's supposed to make the colors more vibrant, a lot brighter. So we even had these 4K TVs, and they were Sharps. Sharp is very much known for these 4K televisions. Sharp is supposed to be a very good brand, and we had it. Nobody's coming in buying that crap either. So the store ended up closing a few months after I quit because Corp had pulled them. It was a store that was outdated. You had people who would come in and be told, oh, we can get this online, and walk out pissed. You know, and the thing that comes with retail too is, you know how you have to push these stupid credit cards? Every store does it. Nowadays, every freaking retail place, whether they deal in clothes, appliances, hardware, whatever, has their own credit card or their own freaking membership card that they want you to freaking push on everybody and their fucking grandmother. So we actually had customers when it came to the store that had just paid off these stupid credit cards, and because we were trying to push them to, and they'd look at numbers. They'd look at the numbers of how many cards, memberships were opened, and nothing else. It's just numbers. There's nothing but fucking numbers with this store, which really pissed me off. Sorry, I'm ranting. You just walked into a rant for those of you who just joined us. The music Lancer is from YouTube's royalty-free music library called Happy Hauntings by Aaron Kenny. So it is considered spooky. So that's what that's called if you're gonna go look up the tune. But anyway, what was the credit cards? So the store would have us push credit cards, and we had customers always tell us no. You'd only do good if you get a credit card application. This is the same thing with my current employer, is those stupid fucking cards. I just... God, I don't even have a credit card. I don't mess with this shit. My credit score is literally at 0. I'm not kidding about that. I've never had to mess with a credit card. Anything I buy, I actually have money for. I rarely use checks. I don't. If I have money for it, I will go get it. If I don't get it. I don't find ways to try and get it either. Oh no. It's good though. Excuse me, I just bumped my mic. The tune is kind of happy but creepy at the same time. I like it. Hello. Hello, Gun Dodge 69. We're talking about retail, and I'm responding to comments in the chat. So we're doing that. But yeah. So with the credit cards, and we're gonna move on from those. But this store, my current employer pushes those things, and that's another thing with retail is they don't always pay attention to the area or their consumers in that area. My current store, everybody about has a credit card of the store, or doesn't want one, or has their own pay, or doesn't care to get one. I don't have one. I'm never going to get one. I don't shop there enough. I work there, but I don't freaking shop there. The other store I was referring to, the one that was outdated. They had a freaking credit goon come in from Corp trying to push credit and trying to tell us how to do things. Like, oh well, we're bringing more customers. No, you're chasing your customers. Excuse me. You're chasing your customers away. I tried to tell him, like, hey, because of the area that I live in, it is considered a retirement town or a bar town. So a lot of customers that come in are elderly, they're senior, they want their stuff, they don't want to fool with it online, and if they can't get it there, they will go elsewhere. I try to tell this credit idiot that you're chasing people away with this online stuff. I shop online, I don't have an issue with it, but when you're trying to push credit or online shopping in a retirement area, you're gonna piss a lot of people off and they're gonna go elsewhere, and that's what happened. The guy didn't believe me. It's like, whatever, man. I have customers that walk out on me, so whatever. Let's see. Would you say retail is easier than fast food? Oh god, fast food is a whole other story, and we can talk about that too. Let me hit some of these other questions. Ghost Dog. God, yes, I know credit card pushing. Yeah, I fucking hate it because they keep track of the numbers, and it's just like, go away. Go away. No, like I said, I don't mind retail. I really don't. But when it gets to a stupid point where they start having unrealistic expectations, I, for the most part, am a good worker. I am. I'm I'm not above average. I'm not, like, over the moon and stars employee. I've actually slowly began to not give a damn about certain things. My store will hand out, like, rewards and stuff, employee of the month, that's stupid shit. This store has taught me not to give a flying fuck about it, because people are picked if they are liked. And you have to, like, for loss prevention, you have to meet a certain amount of money, and it's just like, oh my god. Like, I got, what is it? I caught somebody trying to walk out with over $300 of merchandise. They had stuffed a bunch of smaller things into a bigger one and tried to retape the box, and I kind of had to follow them around the store and alert other people, but I didn't get anything for it. And I'm not saying, oh yeah, hey, give me my golden star, but it's just like, really? I just prevented stuff from walking out the store over $300, and so it's like, you know what, I don't give a fuck anymore. They have favorites, I don't give a damn. So when you stop caring about the reward system, you'll find out you stop caring about a lot of other shit that it's just like, wow, this is pointless. Let's see. Rage quitted. Dark Side fell and Wings of Redemption. Rage quitted. Battlefield. I don't play that game. I find first-person shooters, for the most part, to be boring. I do not play those games. I'm sorry, I just don't. Lancer, I hated fast food so much. Everything had to produce exact numbers, and people would jump down your throat if you didn't have enough or too much. Both happened more often than having just enough. And that is true. Like, they count, one fast food place I worked for, they counted slices of bacon, how many leaves of lettuce you can put on. How much of this, how much of that. I actually worked for a movie theater. They counted the cups. Like, if you caught a customer with a second cup, because you know how if you ever go to a movie theater and you either have like an icy or a really big soda, and some people double cup because they're scared of squishing their cup, because a lot of cardboard cups are really thin, and once that liquid gets in there, it kind of makes the thing really soft and squishy, so people would double cup. And our managers told us that we had to either charge them or tell them, like, hey, you need to go put that back because that's inventory count. So it gets really ridiculous. I was so happy when they made what? They made me the outdoor maintenance supervisor. Oh, I won't do management, like, ever. Not with retail or fast food. I have made a rule not to work at fast food, and that's not because I refuse to do it. Like, I've done... Let me check Discord. Nope, nobody in here. Or no one's in the open hall. But, let's see. It was physically brutal, but I like more than having work outside. I prefer to work indoors than I do out. That's just me. But with the fast food, I have set a rule now to where I don't do fast food because I do not survive long enough in them. And not because I can't do the work. No, I can pick up stuff pretty quick. Stuff is pretty easy to do, but I don't last so long because there's either not enough hours or there's some stupid shit that usually goes down. One of the places I worked at was only giving me 9 hours a week, and I was trying to find a second job, and another employer called me up saying, hey, we kind of need you now. So I'm going, okay, I'm not obviously not getting enough here. And what sucks too about fast food is, like, when those employers hire, they overhire you. Like, twice. It happened to me twice with 2 different employers. I was an extra, and literally employees bitched, either to me or in front of me, that I was sucking away extra hours because I was an extra add-on that the store did not need. I've actually got laid off from a fast food place. That's interesting. I've never even heard of that happening. So yeah, fast food, it's not real forgiving, like, at all. I've worked for pizza places, and the last one I worked for closed. The RGM ran that place into the ground. It was in the financial hole. There was some freaking crazy ass shit that went down in that place. Freaking, what was it? The shift manager, her husband, worked at another location, but anytime he'd come in, they'd fight openly in front of the customers, and they would just... It was usually him trying to come in and take control, and his wife wouldn't let him, and he'd get snappy with me, and it's like, you can just leave me alone. For the most part, he wasn't a bad guy. I did hear about some crazy shit going down when I left, though, when I was, quote-unquote terminated due to an outside manager. Freaking God. But anyway, no, from what I heard, he apparently they had divorced and he had threatened to stab her, and they're now in 2 different states. That is all I fucking know. Let's see what else. The last time I worked, they had a PC write the schedule. Yep, that's another thing about retail. A system does the schedule. It's no longer handwritten day by day. And no manager was allowed to change it. Yeah, or they are allowed to make tweaks here and there, but they're not allowed to do a full-blown change. It believed only 2 people could run a kitchen, while 5 take in orders. Oh, what the? 5 take in orders? Huh. One day decided no one needed to work in the kitchen, 4 p.m. to close, but had plenty of people to take orders. Wow. Yeah, no systems. I don't like system schedules. I do, from what it's been explained to me, when you have 20 to 30 employees or even more that you have to take care of and manage, then the system is a good thing, because then you have to sit down and do each person's schedule individually and make sure it does not collide with another person's availability and yada yada yada. So the system scheduling to an extent works just fine because it goes off of your availability that's entered into the system. But that's for more of the retail jobs. It works better for retail jobs. For fast food, however, not so much, because I've run into that stupid shit too, and it's just like, oh my god. The last fast food place I worked for, the system had scheduled me 3-hour shifts 6 days in a row, and it's just like, what the actual fuck? So, it does not work for fast food places. No wonder why Sears are closing down. My dad had the shittiest customer support from them since he had concerns about our refrigerator. Okay, so, freaking a little doxing, I don't care. I used to work for Sears, like, no bullshit. Sears, the one that had the outdated shit and the, IBM computers with the black screen and green text, I used to work for fucking Sears. We had customers coming in, and they would bitch about customer service too. I had a particular customer, or set of customers, who brought in a lawnmower back, and they had said they got on the phone, and the CSRs kept repeating a script over and over and over, expecting the problem to be solved. And the customer service is horrible. Another thing that's bad about Sears is who they get to ship their shit. What really sucked about the electronic department that I was in, when it came to our TVs and our entertainment systems, sometimes the entertainment systems were freaking split in half. They would have a crack right down the fucking middle. And then, somehow some of the screens would have holes. And rule of thumb with Sears, because we had to check the boxes, and you had to judge the box on the outside. If the box looked perfectly fine, you did not open it. And if you had to open a TV, you had to discount it. Now, the weird thing is, when it came to our TVs, it was the perfectly good-looking boxes where all the smashed TVs were in, or in one woman's case, a forklift had driven through the screen, like it had a freaking moon-shaped in the screen. And then it was a smash box, the smash boxes that were perfectly fine and make us so fucking mad. Shipping guys were like horrible. It was just, see, Sears looks good on a resume, but the employer fucking sucks. It just, God. The management that they had at this particular location also sucked. One of them, their scheduling manager, was from fucking Walmart. This, I swear to God, this lady complimented me because, like, for me, I had to bike literally a mile there to get there, and then a mile home on my fucking bike, and I got complimented for it. But because she called me up very, very sweetly a little bit before Black Friday, and she knew I was not available after 10 because I biked. I did not have a car, and it was like starting to get really, really cold where I was jacking up my bike, and I didn't have money for a cab. And no, the town I live in does not have a bus system really. I didn't have a running one that was reliable, and it still doesn't. You have to schedule the shit 2 days in advance. I don't use a fucking thing. Anyway, she had called me up very sweetly when I was at the laundry with my husband, asking if I could come in, and work after 10, and she already knew the answer to that, and I told her, like, no, I'm not available after 10. I bike out there, and I'm not biking in the dark, and my hours got cut in half. I got told, oh, I'm gonna give hours to people in work. Well, fuck you, lady. I tried to take the issue to the general manager that was there, and he just looked at me like I was stupid. He played stupid. I'm like, you know what? So I quit on the day of Black Friday. Went in, turned in my badge. Got told, oh, you're not gonna get a reference. I don't give a fuck. Just take my shit. I'm gone. Store closed a few months later, so I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Let's see. Yeah, I had to deal with some stuff. My kidney's recovering because due to medication, my kidney was acting up. Sorry about that. I just had a major kidney spasm, and these spasms feel like contraction pain. My side hurts and the area hurts when these happen. Well, hopefully you have some pain meds you can take, or if you need to go lay down, go lay down. I don't know anything about that, but hopefully it stops. But yeah, so Sears has slowly been disappearing. Another store that's slowly been disappearing is Macy's. And oh, do you know why Sears is disappearing? Do you know why Sears has slowly been dying? It has been because of Kmart. You remember when Kmart used to be a very big thing and they slowly die out? Kmart bought Sears. I learned this when I was working at Sears a few years ago. So that is the reason why Sears pretty much died. Because of Kmart. Because the way that Kmart fucking ran that place into the ground. Did people ever look down on you for being in retail? Not really. I know I got told to go find a real job. Retail is very much joked about as not being a real job or just being something you go to. But for the most part, I've never really had anybody kind of like make fun of me for working in retail. I actually have had a lot of people tell me that they want nothing to do with people after retail. Let's see. They did it to me really bad in fast food. It was so bad that even the employees would look down on each other for working at it. Yeah, and see, that's stupid because, in my opinion, freaking fast food's worse than retail. Fast food, not only are you in the face of the customer, but you're dealing with food, you're dealing with outdates, what's called outdates, you're dealing with timers, you're dealing with warmers, you're dealing with all sorts of stupid shit, and I'd rather give me a retail customer more than a fast food one, because a retail customer I can freaking walk away from. There is room in the store, I can freaking disappear somewhere. Fast food, you're right there at the counter, and you have to listen to those fucking crazy people. And it's just like, oh my god, get away from my counter. Yeah, no, Kmart has had Sears in their possession for quite a while. Because some of the older employees while I was working for Sears started to bitch about like, oh, Sears used to be better before Kmart bought them. So, I do remember Sears being busier. I don't know when Kmart bought them, but yeah, Kmart pretty much killed Sears, and Kmart used to be big, and they slowly started to become depleted too. I unload trucks, trust me, I've seen things that would make people rethink, oh, so you deal with the truckers that come through. So you're a freight guy, freight or warehouse person. Seeing that would make people think about rebuying stuff. Well, like, how bad... Are you in Discord, like, at all? You are! Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, Ghost Dog. I didn't know that you were actually in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop into here. Hold on. It's connecting. If I robot Ghost Dog, I'm coming in. Hold on. And then I gotta come in here. And I actually gotta turn this up. Okay. Ghost Dog, do you have a mic? You're not muted. Let's see. Go get a mic, Ghost Dog. I don't think you can talk. It's not... You don't have a green circle around you, so I don't know. There it is! I heard a beep! Cool. Go ahead and say something. Are you able to talk? I heard something. Something beeped and then it died out. Weird thing is, Kizzy cannot breathe for shit tonight. Is these kidney episodes started since a hit-and-run accident. Ooh, yikes. When you get a spinal injury, your body tends to do things we would never think can happen. I have researched these things. I see. Well, I don't touch the medical stuff because I know nothing about the medical stuff, so it's just like, nope. The only... Oh, well, that image... Wow, I'm looking at the feedback here, and that image is awful. So I might replace it with another one. But anyway, what were you saying there, Lancer? Yeah, they did studies on why people act the way they do when taking orders. It has to do with our subconscious. Oh, I heard it again. There it goes, dog. As our ancestors had to be aggressive as they hunted for food, we activate that part of our mind when we were getting food, even if it's nothing like hunting. Well, it's not just that, because when you get stuck in those places for like a really long time, you learn to hate people. You learn pretty much that you don't want to deal with people. Let me see, because I'm trying to figure out why this cartoon is not showing up properly. Some smaller... Hold on, I'm changing an image here. It's just... This one's being crap. Don't know why it's being crap. Okay, I heard it beep again, Ghost Dog. But again, I don't hear anything from your end. Hold on, I got someone trying to come in through Discord and it's not wanting to play nice. How about that? I'm gonna do a Matt head. Oh. Heard it. I don't know, I guess... Is your mic working there properly? We're gonna do a head there. But anyway, like I said, when it comes to fast food or taking orders, it's just people get tired of the bullshit. And you have to be careful because a lot of managers are very picky on how you deal with people. So, but I've had to learn how to deal with customers more firmly. And that is in retail because you do get those assholes who think that you should follow them around the store or that you should carry stuff for them. Now, I'm all for helping people get stuff down and crap like that. But I'm not your pet. I'm not going to follow you around the store. I don't know. There's all kinds of customers. You have the spoiled ones, you have the loud and cantankerous ones who think if they bitch enough they can get a discount. And it's the same thing with fast food too, is you have those people that go in, they eat a bunch of food, and then they turn around and they want the meal for free because there's one slightly thing off. I'll give you an example. This was at a buffet. Me and my husband were eating at. I did not work there. We had a couple that sat across from us, horizontal-wise and whatnot, and the lady, by herself, had 5 plates stacked up with food. 5 plates. And so I'm not really paying attention to the woman.
Hello.
Oh, hey! There you go. We have voices.
Hey.
Hey, can you guys hear a ghost dog? Tell me if you can hear him.
I had to restart because it kept going. You do not have one. That is late. That is. I said, I've used this before, you stupid.
Yeah, Discord has been known to wonk out. Hey, chat, let me know if you can hear a ghost dog. Has to make sure I have my desktop audio working here properly. I had this set up. It's still set up from the other night. When I was streaming with someone else, so it should still be fine. Let's see, Lancer, in the kitchen we not only got dumped on by the customers, but the order takers and management. It was just me and one other guy to 5 to 6 other people doing jobs. Jeez. That does not sound like fun. Doesn't sound like fun at all.
Where I work at.
Let's see,
As I said, I unload trucks. Trust me, I've seen things.
Yeah.
That would make people absolutely people go nuts.
Well, like what I know.
Here it is.
Go ahead.
Decided to take a bunch of TVs, stack them up, and instead of stacking them long ways, they stacked them flat. Televisions were actually broke the bottom television.
Oh, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, instead of stacking them vertical, which you're supposed to do, they had them stacked horizontal, like pancakes. That's freaking dumb.
$1,500 television.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, some of those flat screens get really, really freaking pricey. The more high quality and the name brand. Oh yeah. Let's see. Lancer, an order taker. I'm dying on hot Cheetos. Sorry.
Lancer's an order taker with a rude attitude. Ask us, how long does it take to make a sandwich?
Oh. That's when you just tell him to shut up. You come back here and do it if you don't like how fast I'm going.
Not work. Why do you not work in the food industry? I know what I would say. I would get fired immediately.
When it comes to me, I don't like getting aggressive with people. I don't like lash out. I'm one of those people, and as retarded as this sounds, I'm one of those people that would rather break down and cry more than like punch someone. Like I'm one of those people. And
Punch anybody, but I'm probably one of the ones that would yell at the person.
oh, there's the last fast food place I worked at. Hold on, I gotta get off my screen. But anyway, the last fast food.
Back to the cat.
Yeah, he's being a brat. He wants to block my laptop. The last fast food place I worked at or whatnot, I did take orders and I had to constantly snap at the people who'd make the food simply because, and I didn't have to do it with everyone who was at what was called the make table or the oven station, but there was particular individuals I had to snap at because literally the way they treated the food, when it came out, when it comes out of the oven like this little oven bed thing, you have to get it out of there as quickly as possible. You cannot leave it to cool because the customer obviously wants their food hot. They'd sometimes leave the food sitting there. I had one case to where I was expecting breadsticks and it was a kid at the oven. He tried to hand me breadsticks that were sitting on the cut table and they were already cold. I'm like going, I don't fucking think so. It's just that thing about fast food is you get stuck with these freaking shitty ass kids, and I have nothing against teenagers, but I can't fucking stand them. I can't, dude. No. It just, no, granted.
Get back to where I work at. trucks. We get them too, and then just want to look at them and go.
Yeah, no, granted,
Well, I didn't know we had to work the weekend. I said, welcome to real life.
Granted, I have...
Told you had to work weekends when they hired you.
Yeah.
For a weekend, I'm like...
No, not all teenagers are bad. One of them are... What? I have one as a mod. No! I said no.
Not all, but I've had a few... adults that's been... My personal favorite was a guy who only lasted 2 days.
Okay, you're not going over there. Yeah.
Reverend Jack Daniels.
Wait, what?
Because you didn't have to get near him and you could smell him.
Oh god. So he'd come in drunk then.
He was having DT sweats.
I don't know what those are.
February, and he's sweating like it's in August. Have sweats when you're an alcoholic and you're trying to quit alcohol.
Oh.
But it literally looked like he had been in a sauna.
Ew, yeah. That's like, it's time for rehab, fella.
And he quit after 2 days because he kept saying, 2 days, he kept claiming, preacher, and they're just vulgar back there, and we're all sitting there looking at him going, because you're...
Yeah, freaking, I don't know.
You're back there, but nonetheless,
I mean, I don't mind...
It was because poor
Go ahead. Go ahead. Hello? Uh-oh, did we lose you?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can't you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. Yeah, no, I don't mind working with teenagers, but it's just I've gotten some to where it's just like you need to get away from me. I've had some that have tried to be queen bee with me, and it's just like no, or try to educate me on certain things, and it's just like you got quite a few years left until you can catch up with me. And I usually don't.
Yes, I've had those.
Huh?
I've had those.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're so irritating. Let's see, Andrew tried to buy Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on Wii U last week. GameStop doesn't carry Wii U games anymore. Yeah, Andrew, Wii U kinda is obsolete with the Nintendo Switch. Wii U was something that was brought out all pretty and then was left to die. So... Lancer, like I said, everyone looked down on everyone for working at that place, so lots of the time we treated each other really bad as a whole. I didn't do that crap, but it was done to me a lot. Yeah, people are stupid. You will find, especially in fast food, you get a lot of shitty people, a lot of crazy people, or a lot of people who want to be in charge. Well, not just kids, want to be in charge, but they don't want to do anything. So... I know I made a rule after my last one not to work in fast food ever again, and technically I had broken my rule for that job because I needed something like ASAP. But it's just like I don't, and I'm already tempted again because I don't know, I don't remember what time you came in, but I put in my 2 weeks tonight at my job because they want to be assholes, and I have a situation where I need my weekends free, and they refuse to give it to me. They're like, well, you can just request off or vacate them, and it's just like, you know what, fuck you. It'd be a temp thing, but no. But there is a fast food place that's hiring, and it's just like, I'm so tempted, but I want something a bit better. Let's see, Lancer, if you missed it above, they would purposely break my equipment for cleaning outdoors to get even with me for having that job. What the fuck? What type of place did you work at there, Lancer?
You had dicks that worked with you.
God damn. Freaking, well, I had some of my coworkers, and they were kids, granted. I was in charge of this salad bar or whatnot, so I had to chop up stuff. These assholes would hide the little salad bar bowls that I would have to fill up. I was just like, what the fuck? Managers never enforced the rules either. One of these kids would walk around with tobacco in his mouth, another one would come in freaking after hotboxing. And it's just like, what the fuck? McDonald's. Oh my god. McDonald's is like Walmart. You don't ever work at those places. You just know Walmart is a place I will never go stick my nose into because I've heard too much and I know how they treat holidays and they don't give a fuck. They're one of the worst employers out there when it comes to retail. They don't care.
That's the one I was telling you about. The image you want to work for.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, I work for the always low prices, yes.
They've had a few scandals in their time, and then luckily for me, the area I'm in, Black Friday is not too crazy, but I fucking hate Black Friday. Now granted, I ventured out into my town because it's not nuts. If you want to go to the crazier parts for Black Friday, you drive like an hour out. But that's retail. Part of retail is Black Friday. I don't like it. I don't ever want to work Black Friday in a bigger city because I've seen the videos. I watch the fucking videos every single year. Somebody dies, somebody gets shot up, people get trampled. Freaking, for me, it's like, it's not worth the shit. I don't care.
It's happened, yes, I can't deny that. Ours is usually about, probably, ours is a small city I live in, so we have probably a couple of thousand, but we usually have the constables there.
Yeah.
So the police actually there. I'd have constables one year move people enough for me to roll some of the freight out.
Damn. That's intense.
The constable's like, you can move right back, he just has to get past you with this.
Yeah, because you'll have people jump the cart too, and it's just like...
That's those ones, they go, oh, you'll leave at 11. One year I think I left, it was a couple of years we left on time, but it was, oh, you'll leave at 11, so I didn't get out of there till almost 4 in the morning.
Oh, I would have been gone at midnight. It's like, bye fuckers, I'm not... It's like, nope.
Throwing up the stuff in the cart and the cardboard baler, so that's why I couldn't really, because I'd get through with one, here would come a load, and I'm like...
It's like, you put it in, I don't care, I'm out of here. Let's see.
That's what I finally did at 3, so I sit there running off one of the managers. Can you take this out? I said, I was supposed to leave at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like, you take it out.
Time to go. I'm like...
Let's see. Lancer, my equipment was imported from Italy. I had to pull around a 300-pound burning hot hose with metal parts. They broke it. It was very powerful electric power washer. They broke. Oh god. Power washers are expensive. Depending on what brand and which one you get. But yeah, they sound like
Lancer, you worked with some serious bunch of dicks.
Yeah. See, I wish, and this may sound bad, but I wish I was, had enough spite just to go, you know what, fuck you. My last fast food place, I was so tempted to, like, hide fake crickets everywhere, but I never did. Get, like, a thing of fake bugs and stick them in the salad bar and the frickin' dough, and I never did that, though. I wish I did, because it's now closed. And I will never get the chance to do it. So, but like, do you have like any crazy stories, whether they be management or like customers, sure, you just went, what the fuck?
Yeah. My favorite ones, it's actually a couple. It's some of the ones I've seen people bring stuff back and have their reaction of why they brought it back.
Oh, what do you mean?
When she brought back a plastic plant, was every time I water it, it leaks.
Wow. You're not supposed to water those.
I was working as a cart pusher at the time, and we'd have our breaks together. I actually had to get up and walk away because I was...
But were you just trying not to laugh, or were you just like, I need to get away from you?
at the woman, because she was telling to the and the one working the service desk. I don't know how she kept a straight face, but she goes, "Ma'am, thank you." You can just see her going,
Excuse me. I've run into some like really dumb customers. Like I had in retail, you will find there are products that don't have barcodes for whatever fucking reason unknown to God or whatever. There's no barcode on the stupid thing. So I'm checking a lady out. She's got a bunch of tile, and it's like the ceramic tile or the really heavy tile that if you drop it, it breaks like glass. Anyway, it had the barcode. Usually these stupid things are supposed to have a sticker barcode or a printed barcode on the edge of the tile. Well, this lady had different pieces of tile, different types of tile. None of them had barcodes, and so I asked her, I'm like, hey, do you know, because we had a way to look it up on our computers, and it's just like, okay, do you know what brand of tile this is? No. Do you know what price this is? No. Do you know the dimensions of the tile pieces that you bought? No. And her answer was, and I can't do poker face, and it was so hard for me just to kind of like keep my face straight, but I don't think I was able to. She goes, oh, well, I picked them up because they look pretty, and I went dead quiet, and I'm just going like, oh my god, you're dumb, get away from me now, please. And she left the entire cart. It's just, I'm just like, oh my god, are you fucking what? Because I'll get those customers, like, they'll come up, and they don't know, they don't pay any attention, they'll just grab something because they want it, and then they'll ask you what price it is, or they have no fucking idea what they're buying. It's like, why did you grab it if you don't know what you're getting? I understand if you were given a fetch list by an individual, a family member, or a coworker, or whatever the fuck, but good god, oh my god. And then I've had customers who thought I was supposed to follow them around. At one of my other jobs, I was behind the counter, and I was supposed to stay behind the counter to keep an eye on the cash registers, and I was the only one up there, and it was late at night, and this lady, she asked me where something is. So I'm going, it's in that aisle that way. And I had walked far enough and pointed like, it's that way, and I made my way back to the counter. Well, I'm seeing her dodge throughout the aisles, and she keeps looking back at me like I'm supposed to follow her, and she's giving me dirty looks. And I'm going like, what the fuck? She asked me something else, and I'm like, it's over there. And I couldn't leave the counter. And it's like, I'm the only one here, and she thought I was supposed to follow her around. I love it when you get those customers, too, that you tell them one thing, and they think the manager's going to tell them something completely different, and the manager comes out telling them the exact same fucking thing you just got done explaining to them. It's annoying. And then you have the managers that kind of make it worse. Go ahead.
I've had those. My favorites. I've had... Well, what do you mean you can't do this? And I'd say, well, it's against our policy. I said, I can get a manager. Manager come up and tell me the exact same thing. Say that. And I'm like, I just did!
Yeah, or you
get... Go. I say something, they go,
yeah.
do that. I didn't think you worked here, or
yeah, I know what I think.
The vest with the name badge. What do you think I am? Trick or treating?
Yeah, I've worked at jobs where we've had either distinct shirts or vests or whatever, and you'll still get that question, do you work here? Yeah, I kind of wear the uniform. I've run into the customers that are kind of monsters created by the managers. One of the places I've worked for, you have an ad, and there's a quantity limit on there for a reason. Doesn't matter what the item is, but there is a limit on there for a fucking reason. I had one manager, and he was a sweet guy, liked him, moved on to better things. He would let the customers go over that quantity. I had one customer, I served 2 customers. The first one came and bought 3 times the amount that was permitted on the ad. And I tell him like he only allowed 4. Manager comes out, tell them that they could buy 12. This was our entire fucking stock that was just freaking delivered. And so I'm going like, why the fuck do you do that? And so the customer walks away with all 12. The second customer that I serve comes in not 5 minutes later wanting at least 2 of these stupid things. I'm like, well, I have what's called a rain check or like a voucher or whatnot. I was like, well, I was here last time and then I have them. And they're supposed to have them here today, and they were supposed to, like 2. I just want 2. I'm like, we just had a customer buy all them up, and they got pissy. And I took it to the manager. I'm like, why do you let people walk out of here with more than they're supposed to? I just had another customer get pissed off at me because they didn't have what was promised to them would be here, because the other customer was allowed to take off with all of them. So he really didn't have an answer, but I fucking hate it when the managers create monsters from these customers, and then you get the spoiled customers, and then you have to fucking deal with them. It's like, well, that person isn't here, I'm not them, come back later. No, I can't do this, I don't know what they did for you, I don't understand what they did for you. So I've had a graphic design job to where certain graphic designers, particular customers came in with promise of deals. I was working one night by myself, and these 2 gentlemen came in saying that they could get a certain amount of shirts done for a particular price, which was well below the regular price. I'm like, I don't know anything about it, I don't close at this location normally, come back later. And they're like, whether there isn't a note? No, I don't know anything, you're gonna have to come back when they're here. They walked out mad, and just like, what the fuck do you want me to do? So, I mean, it's good when you can make that type of a repertoire and you get more customers coming back for you specifically, but when other people have to deal with those customers, they're bitchy people. It's just like, I'm not them, go away. So, that just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, no. Not here. Come back when they are. I don't know what you dismissed.
Yeah, and then you have those customers too, to where they're always oh, go ahead. You sound like you were gonna say something else. You get those customers too, to where
you always get the thing, yeah.
I don't know if your mic's cutting in and out, but okay. But like with those customers too, is they always get, for some odd reason, they're always given a 10% discount by a certain employee. I've had those too. I had one guy come up to my desk wanting to buy something, and he goes, well, I always get a 10% discount. You a vet? No. Are you this? No. Why are you getting a 10% discount? Why is he always giving this to you? Oh, he just does. And I'm going, oh, okay, I'm not him. Thankfully, the other associate was there. I'm like, yeah, go over there. Just freaking... spoiled customers. I don't like them. I try not to deal with them. I make them go away. Just like, no, go talk to them. But yeah.
We have to pull out the freight, so a lot of times we'll run into it. I've had many a times people ask, I'll be pulling a giant pallet, walk out in front of me so I can slam on brakes. Pretty much.
Well, aren't you...
You work here, and you're like...
Oh. God, I hate this chair.
Guys I worked with said, it was the funniest thing I ever heard. I actually turned around and walked back and started laughing because I was in tears. work here? He goes, no, dude, I won this as a door prize.
Yeah.
It's,
Well,
I literally had a thing of cat litter and pet food. She goes, you know where the pet department is?
yeah, some customers don't go in and
I
look.
hope so.
Yeah. Let's see, what time is it? It is 12:38. But yeah, no, I've had customers where they ask me something and they don't even bother to look. They don't, I don't know. It's irritating. I've learned a lot from talking with customers in retail because you do hear a lot of interesting stories. Like I had a trucker come in and apparently his ex-wife had threatened them with like, and I'm not making this up, a Mexico cartel. She had threatened to send like these Mexican gang members after him, and you hear all sorts of crazy stories. You meet all sorts of interesting people. I was at the convenience store. I work. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Cartel. Okay, that's a new one.
Yeah, I mean, we chatted for a while, and I guess his ex-wife tried to take off with all of his money, and, I don't know. It was interesting. Lancer says one of the craziest things to happen to me at work was that I worked with Birdie Joe Hoax, or Becky Joe Hoax. Who are they? Is that... I'm sorry, I don't know. Don't you start clawing on the chair. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. What are you doing? Well, fine. Bye. Go on. Twin sisters. So,
Artist.
yeah, apparently they were convicted of fraud? Wire fraud? The two people Lance mentioned, they're twin sisters. Huh. Yeah, no, the chick I worked with, she, oh, thank you. It's, called, Happy Haunting. It's in Royalty's, royalty-free music library. So I'm looking around for something new. But, yeah, no, the chick I worked with, was at that pizza joint. She and her sister were in the newspaper, sometime later for shoplifting at Walmart. And, she was wearing the company shirt, so that was really embarrassing.
That's a way to get company good reputation with
Oh,
the
yeah.
company.
It was bad. Lance, they tricked the entire United States to think they were orphan boys. Huh. That is interesting. Conspiracy commit. Have gained... Especially... Wow. That's crazy.
Okay.
I've never worked with anybody crazy like that. I have had I didn't run into it or run into them, but I've actually had a coworker die while I was at work, only to find out about it later that night. And this is when I was working at Sears. One of the freight guys, the weird thing is, I had just talked with a guy at 5 o'clock in the evening, and he was fine. We were laughing, joking, I think talking about football or something. And he was fine. Well, later that night, as the store closes, they have like their little meeting going over numbers and shit. And it's just like, I'm gonna forget all this crap when I get home. For some reason, they would not let us leave. It was after 10. I wanted to go home. I had a bike home, so it's like, okay, let me leave, please. And come to find out that the freight guy had a heart attack, and it was his buddy that found him. And I guess he had, after talking with me and a few others at 5 o'clock at the evening, he like had a heart attack 2 hours later and like did not wake up. So, and this was a little bit before Thanksgiving, and it was actually kind of, it was kind of unnerving. I'm glad I'm not the one who found him. His friend did, which I won't describe the condition for respect of the dead. But yeah, it was not bad. And then I've had a supervisor pass away on me. He had to leave the store on medical leave. His face had a weird condition to it where part of it kind of paralyzed or became twitchy, and then they found him in his chair. So I don't know how you're supposed to feel when you have coworkers like pass away on you, and so it just, I don't know, it's kind of unnerving. And then a couple places I've worked at. Go ahead.
Do that. I mean, I had one that I worked with and knew he actually died walking to, he had a heart attack walking to his truck heading to work.
Oh, dang. That really does suck. I know my husband has had a coworker pass away on him too, and it's just like, ooh. Because it happened so sudden, there is nothing that leads up to it, like with the freight guy. Didn't know anything about heart conditions. He was overweight, but he moved around. He was able to hoist the large loads of TVs. He was constantly talking. He didn't act groggy or anything like that. So it's just like, to hear about him passing, and it's just like, damn, what the hell happened? So, what are we at? Like 2 hours. I've only had 7 people. So, anybody got anything fun? I think the retail subject done dead. I mean, you can go on forever with stories of retail, but
horrors of retail, yes.
Let's see. When it comes to shopping, what? Oh, I guess we're just gonna listen to the music. I'm surprised no one else jumped in. I was able to get, who was it? Ichabod, a little bit of Jeff, Albino, and then Kevin Macy in here the other night. Well, yeah, the other night. So it's just like, oh. But I know that there's a couple different streams going on. You have the Snatch cast and shit like that. Lancer, I've never had anyone die, but before I was the maintenance supervisor, they had one that was unable, that would talk about killing people and would act like his broom was a gun. Huh. And he wasn't like...
Okay.
He wasn't joking. I don't know. I would have to be around to see, like, if I'd be unnerved about that. I don't know. I know people have, like, dark humor. Doggone it. Huh? I need to figure out how to do these a bit better. Sorry. Hot fry. One day he came up to me and frantically apologized to me for what he did to my friend. Problem was, I had no idea what the heck he was talking about. Oh, that's... Did you ever find out? Like, was it... That's not good. I know one of the things... I surprisingly have experienced with retail and I'm not gonna pull the, oh, you can't be racist against white people, but like, legitimately, I don't know if it's so much a race thing as it was ethnicity. So, like me, if I don't like the customer and I want them to go away, I'm still polite, but I will not make conversation with them. I will, like, do my best to try to kill any type of conversation they strike up, and I will be, like, very, I don't want to say short with my answers, but like one-worded answers. I don't want to talk with you. Please go away. Yeah. I had one guy. I was cleaning the self-checkouts, and one guy comes up, and he was just ruder than shit. And he wasn't trying to flirt with me or anything. He just, yeah, he's one of those guys that you just want to take a brick to the face to. He's like, go away. But so I was polite, but I didn't talk. And so a lot of people have told me I look European, I look Romanian. I thought I did a, invite. Oh, shit. Crap, let me do... hold on, let me send it again, because it was in the chat. Let's see. Invites. Copy button. Okay, I just put the link in again. You should be able... Oh. I wonder if you mixed your friend up with somebody else. That's still kind of unnerving. But yeah, you should be able to get in through that link there, Lancer. Ow. Hold on. I guess someone else is trying to get in here. His last day was at night. He and the manager were...
One of the parts when you go in her...
Huh?
Where her names are lit up. Stored.
Let's see. Together, and he tried to hurt the manager. The manager had to stay locked in the bathroom to keep away from him to the general manager. Golly. I actually had... The movie theater I worked at, one of the guys that got fired tried to come and talk to... the manager in a ski mask, and this dude was known to be violent and hostile. Because that's how we got fired, was getting violent with the customer. What the hell was that?
Talk to him with him wearing a ski mask.
Yeah, that's what was told to me. Because we had... There was a rule that... Huh?
That's all I can say. Sometimes I see some things and read things about what I look at it go. You know, sometimes I feel like the human race is going to be doomed.
Yeah. Let's see. Doggone it. I had two. Oh, two people try to message me.
I don't have a headset for the PC.
What do you mean you don't have a headset for the PC? If you have, it should just be a standard port.
Set or anything, it would probably work too.
Yeah. And also with your PC, the port on it would have to be a combo. Because now they're updating a lot of the PCs and laptops where the port, if you have a headset with a mic on it, and you plug it in, the port can activate both the headset and the mic. I don't... What type of headset do you actually have? It should be able to work in your PC. A lot of headsets are universal. If it has like that standard port jack on it, you should be able to use it. Do you... Well, what type of what type of connection does the headset for the Xbox have? Isn't it just like the standard port jack? figure out technical stuff. I was doing this the other night with my stream.
I'm kind of interested to figure it out because I'm like, I thought most of them have the little.
Yeah, and I know. Let's see. I mainly have headsets. Well, they should be able to work in your computer. Just because it's meant for Xbox doesn't mean that it can't be used for something else. Have you ever tried plugging it into your computer?
Right now, it's the Beach. Is one of those Turtle Beach ones. It's supposed to be for a PS4, and it works.
Oh, it plugs into the controller. Fuck, it's one of those ones. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Shit. I know what you're talking about. It has that wonky plug into it. And you don't have any type of headsets? Does your computer have a built-in mic or anything? And you could just use your speakers, maybe?
That's the plugs and stuff.
Oh, it has prongs. No, I know what you're talking about, and I believe that they're called pins. No, I think those are pins, yeah. Yeah, those aren't gonna work. That sucks. You need to get yourself a headset for PC. Let's see. There's no one else in here. The dude... I don't think it does. That's alright. Maybe next time. Thank God for background music. Let's see, it's been going for like what? 2 hours? Oh my God, we're at 2 hours again.
Tell to Tech Talk.
Huh? Well, I was hoping more people would join and would have created like a bigger discussion. Yeah, those are usually called pins. Those little needle-like things, and the plug is their pins. But yeah, I was kind of hoping there'd be more people on tonight. Like I said, I was able to snatch 2 of them. What in the ever-living... That's disturbing. But no, I don't... It's already 1 o'clock. Maybe I streamed way too early. I don't know. Maybe I picked a bad time for streaming. Because it's 1 o'clock, near 1 o'clock, and so... But there's still streams going. Anyway, like I said, I think I'm gonna wind down. Because at this point, it's just, oh, no, somebody just joined. Ah! Save me! Well, no, doggone it. It's Friday night. I was hoping more people would be on. Let's see.
Hey, Thrax.
Is that who else? Oh. Hey! Thanks, Lance. Hey, Thrax, you wanna come talk? Hop in my Discord, dude. I'm doing this because I'm bored. Oh, well, I'm not really Lance, I'm not really a brony. I poke around in some stuff. But yeah, I'm not like a brony. Get in Discord, Thrax, I know you have one. Oh. Was talking about retail. Subject now done died. Oh, it went up to 10. Did I start? I think I freaking started this too early. Whoops. Oh, well, you're no fun. Long day.
Burritos now trying to kill you again?
Or hot fries. We have a love and hate relationship. I actually almost went my sick on,
Wait a minute.
Huh? Let's see. What is your favorite stuff for entertainment? I guess it just, I don't know, like what type of entertainment? Are you talking like video games or... I usually draw and, do videos. I don't do a whole lot, these days. Simply due to money and stuff. I like movies every now and then.
That's usually movies, or I'll listen to audiobooks and stuff like that. So.
I started collecting books, certain book series, and then I moved, and I wasn't able to finish the book series before I moved. So, and the author died. About, I think 2 years back, the book series, like, the author died and supposedly finished the series off, but it wasn't what everybody wanted.
Oh, the one that does the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, is it?
No. I saw that around for a while. I never watched it or read the books. It was actually my favorite book series if I ever get a hold of the rest.
Good. And if you're gonna watch it, watch the one from Sweden.
Okay. My favorite...
They redone it, and the English one they redone is not as good.
Oh. Yeah, that usually tends to happen. My favorite book series that I like, and I need to reread them again, it's nicknamed the Bloody Jack series. It's the main character's named Jackie Faber. She starts off as like an orphan in the first book and gets onto a, I think it's like a merchant vessel, but she has to disguise herself as a boy in order to do it. So it's one of those stories. I like those stories. Let's see. Most of the stuff I liked has been ruined by bad management or gone full SJW. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Don't want to get out of my mouth. A lot of stuff unfortunately has. Cartoons. I know there's a big fight still in video games. Even the stuff that has any story that has a lead female character now, I'm just kind of wary of, because something that I've noticed, and I noticed this with past shows too, anytime that there's a female lead, a lot of the stuff that came out, Bones, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the sidekicks or the guy friends were always dumb. They didn't act realistic to me. They really didn't. And I can't stand a lot of stuff that has a female lead in it because the guys are fucking retarded. And it's just like, if this was realistic, the guy would have done this, or the guy would have done that. I don't know.
Well, what's so sad, you have some, like in literature and other TV shows that's had it in the past. Oh, female lead, and the person has not been an idiot.
Yeah, or the guys. Oh, hi, Ken, there you are.
Or not been an idiot. And you're like, this can happen. You don't have to make the other person seem dumber than a box of rocks.
Yeah. Happy birthday, by the way, Ken.
You can't have both of them intelligent. What happens?
Yeah. Like I said, I don't... Because of the crap that's, like, corrupt into the media, I don't really dig into media so much anymore. Let's see, the only thing I have left is Halo, MLP, G4 for now, and Mega Man. Well, with the MLP stuff, like I said, I'm not really a brony. I really don't watch the show. I know a few people in the brony community. That's about it. But, there's... Oh, you're welcome, Ken. Unfortunately, with that sort of thing, there is now a stereotype that has been forever eternalized, or engraved, due to one of the animators of the MLP movies came out as a pedophile. He was caught with CP, like, tons of it. It's like, oh my god. Way to go. Yeah, no.
That one.
Oh yeah, this was like actually a few years back, or excuse me, not a few years, haha, a few weeks back, and it's just like holy fuck. G4 went off the air years ago. Yeah, they're coming out with G5, and they're supposed to redo the story, and it's just like, okay, can this series die now? Mega Man is gone. The creator is a moron who is kind of lazy. I didn't watch Mega Man growing up. I grew up with Zelda, not Mega Man. So yeah. I don't know how G5 is supposed to turn out. They're changing the ethnicity of some of the characters, which isn't a big deal if it's done right, but it just, the permanent black stain that is on the show due to one of the animators coming out being in possession with CP, it's just like, oh my god. Get the fuck out of here, what do you mean? They're saying Steven Spielberg.
I don't think they're, well, some different businesses now, yes. As widespread as it's shown.
Wait, why is...
Answer.
Why are you saying Spielberg might be a pedo? What?
That I'm not sure on the Spielberg.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Why is Steven Spielberg? Why are we saying that he's a pedo? And oh, Ken, no, we're talking about MLP, not the not G4, the actual TV station. I know what you're referring to. But the actual show.
Yes, I actually used to watch the G4 channel. It was actually fun and all, yeah.
Let's see, yeah, I saw a video about him and that guy that played as the Dark Knight Batman. You mean Christian Bale? When he was a kid, he had some sort of incident. Wait, okay, wait, are you saying that okay. Steven Spielberg and Christian Bale.
Video title in a second.
Yeah, did you know they actually try to,
He actually worked with Spielberg with anything?
Oh.
Okay, I don't work with Spielberg with anything.
Ken, I really don't watch it either, but, I'm, online acquaintances with a few people in the Brony community, and I poke my nose in a situation or two, so... No, I'm not really a Brony fan either. It's that show, it's just like, oh my god, it's like half the people are tripping on acid or something. It's like, nope, I can't watch this. I will say that some of the fan stuff is pretty cool, though. But yeah, unfortunately, the MLP franchise is tainted with pedo shit, so that sucks. Hold on, he's getting the movie or video, whatever the fuck. But yeah, the only time like I go and I'll watch like new shows or whatnot is like when my husband introduces me to like new anime or wants me to watch a new reality show with otherwise than that I don't dig around into stuff. I don't know what's current, I don't know what's the most popular thing. I don't care. I stay away from a lot of it. MLP technically was never meant to be pedo bait. If you say that, then all cartoons are anything. No, I never said that MLP was ever meant to be pedo bait. What I'm saying is it's unfortunately tainted with that reputation, not only due to the community, certain members in the community, but because one of the animators was busted with CP. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it was pedobait. That show's technically for little girls.
Yeah, a lot.
Hitler wasn't wrong.
Wow.
Let's see. Hitler wasn't wrong. He just went after the wrong people. Should send bronies to the ovens. Well, fuck. That's not dark. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. This is. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to. Oh. Okay. Sorry, Thrax. Yeah, Lancer, you should be able to have a wrench now. You should be able to post it. Oh, pfft. Well, whatever. Let me see.
What? Okay.
Hold on, it's still opening the article. Pundit. Tom Hanks? What? Has dropped more names in the new video. Cappy. Isaac Cappy.
Video. Evidence of this, or is he just?
I don't. There. Seth Green. I don't know. I'm not gonna play pedo shit on my channel. I'll read about it later. I just. Well, no, I'm not gonna read the article. It's just, it's pedo shit. No, thank you.
This might be a fake one. One of the guys that's on the list.
No, hey.
A little bit of a stretch.
Ken, nuh-uh. I know people who are into My Little Pony who are not pedos. Let's not do that. I actually know a couple of people in the anti-SJW who are into My Little Pony. They're not pedos, very much not so. And some people get into the show because of their kids. They watch it with their kids. So, don't pull that card. I know people who are in the community to watch over the younger ones. Because there's a lot of sick fucks right now in that community that are taking advantage of people and stalking the minors. My Little Pony is not pedo shit. It is a show that was originally designed for little girls that a bunch of others got attracted to and made a fandom out of. What do you mean, not that I know of? Yeah, no, I do. Not everyone who watches My Little Pony is a pedo, dude. I like the fan stuff. Some of the fan stuff that comes out. That'll make me a pedo. No. That's not how that works. Ugh. Doggone it, that kind of killed the conversation. I know of people who... Ken, not everybody who watches MLP is a freaking pedo. There are many animators, there are many artists who do fan stuff for My Little Pony. I follow a particular animator called You a Cartoonist who does fan animations for My Little Pony and fan songs. So? There's women involved in that show too. Men have designed a lot of shows. That don't mean they're pedos. It was designed for little girls. This argument is weird. If you ever become an animator or someone in that field, whether it be working on the music, background, what have you, you're going to be stuck with little kid shows depending on the studio. No, they didn't! Holy crap! My Little Pony was a genre that got revived because it was a show where the ponies used to be more realistic looking. It is an old show from the 1970s and I believe 1980s, if not 1990s, that kept getting rebooted. What? What are you on about, dude? Okay, nothing. Okay, children aren't going to animate stuff or design stuff for other children. It's usually the adults. What are you on tonight, dude? Like, for real. Because you're trying to paint a lot of animators with a really nasty brush, and that's not cool. Years old. I just what the damn. I don't know, it's a weird argument. Don't frickin' it's Don't try to paint people as pedos because they're involved in one particular thing. I don't... No, okay, just because men design a show for little kids or little girls or whatnot does not make them pedos, and does not make the show pedo bait or child bait, whatever the fuck you're trying to say. Freaking there are parents and whatnot who go into animation to create better shows for their children that they can watch with them. I don't know. You explained to someone who was a kid during LFP original run of the 80s about something I lived during. It's okay, Lancer. If you come across it later, just dump it in the Discord or whatnot, or DM me it. It's fine. Okay, but just because you were a kid during the original run of MLT does not mean... Oh, I'm sorry, Captain. You seem to think I give two tugs of what I did. What? Dead dogs. God.
Okay.
Oh my God. This is all kinds of dumb. Anyway. Can y'all just like chill out and be nice?
Stream kind of went from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, I guess it did. Oh, okay, Lancer. I need to learn to get more people. Yeah, just be nice, guys. The show is not pedo bait. If anything, I've seen reviews on the original show. It was supposed to teach lessons but failed at doing so. It did a horrible job of it. Okay, this is getting weird. Okay. How long has this been going? We're going for over 2 hours. An A cup. Wow. Well, I think I'm gonna wind it down before some weird ass shit breaks out in my chat. You guys have a good night. Thanks for coming out. This was spur of the moment. Gonna see if I can try to get a better handle and possibly attract more people. It's Friday night and there's no one around. But anyway, Ghost Dog, thanks for coming on. Sorry that the live stream kind of died towards the end.
No problem.
But, so I'm gonna bounce out of here.
Everybody, remember, try to stay classy.
Yips. Okay, so like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this before this crap gets really weird, because yeah. Show brought in pedos, therefore the show is pedo bait. What the fuck? No! Okay, yep, done. Done. You guys can argue about that stupid shit elsewhere.